I'll be reacting to Love of Kill episode 12. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting off my reaction in 1, 0, go. Hell yeah. I'm saying because she's went through a lot of shit. Sometimes when it comes to people they don't want to reject, they don't want to open up their past due to how traumatic it could be. And I like how it's putting into perspective why, even though she had every opportunity to reject Riang Hung Song's calls and all that, she never really went completely through with it. That's exactly what I was thinking. And that's what I've been liking over the last few episodes. This really does tell us a lot as to why our girl interacts with Riang Hong Song, at least throughout the series, the way she does. But now it makes me wonder, though, what happened to the OG Riang Hong Song, though? Because it's obviously implied that the OG died, but I wonder, you know what? I like that bit in the opening where it shows you their younger selves when it comes to, like, the silhouetted guns. I actually did not even notice that before. You know what? This is why I love anime openings. It's like anime openings have so much, some of them have so much detail where if you watch them more times, it's like you always find something new in them. And that's the beauty of them, because that explains why on YouTube there are certain channels that can just dedicate videos towards talking about openings. And I don't blame them, because some openings are actually worth all that extra discussion. Like, they really do deserve that. Because, the people in charge of making the openings put in a lot of loving care into putting a lot of impactful amounts of content in them. That's really, really well. Oh, fan analyzer. Ooh. Ugh. Woo, boy. He just got shot. That's what happened. Aww. But thankfully, though, we know that that's not gonna. Well, we know that he's not gonna kick the bucket yet, because here's why. Because in the preview, they show you that he's driving the car, so he's not in a scenario where he's in absolute deep and utter shit. Thankfully. Aww. And you know what? In the previous episode, I have been reading that a lot of people have been, let's say, saying not too savory things about the whole fact that Chateau shot the original Riang Hong Song. I'm not saying what she did is right, but considering she's a little girl and she had a gun and she was hella nervous, sometimes when you're nervous, you're not going to properly see what's in front of you. Sometimes you're going to lose all sense of logic, and sometimes you're going to react not logically, but through sheer on instinct sometimes. Not saying what she did to Riang Hong Song shooting him was the right thing to do, but I can't understand why she would do it, because that happens in life sometimes, where sometimes a kid could get their parents' gun and do something absolutely insane. And I do love how our girl Riang Hong Song, despite how beat down he is, he's still trying to fight. That is so damn cool. And that's what, despite all the pain he must have gone through, he is never gonna back the fuck down, and that's what I love about it. Oh shit! Yes! Sucks for him. He won't be able to see his opposition. Oh man. Oh man, this is looking cute. And I mean cute because it's always nice seeing motherfuckers like that busted the fuck up. And Puerto Rico, so like no kid his age deserves to go through all that suffering and torment. Like no child does. They deserve to be enjoying the days of their youth, having fun, going to school, not worrying about bills. But unfortunately, life isn't fair. Hmm. Aww. But you know, I'm not gonna blame him for the decisions that he made, though. You know what I like about this particular scene? What I love about this is, even though he should be more, worried about himself, he instantly worries more about Ren Hong Song than his own circumstances. That's what makes our boy such a damn cool character. Oh! Young John, oh, what the? Okay, so what was his OG name then, unless he never had one? So who knows? Maybe he forgot his actual original name. I mean, that doesn't feel like it's impossible. Ah. I mean, shit, after all the injuries he's received, it's a fucking miracle he was actually able. I'm glad there was someone knows it because he'd have been dead if it wasn't for that. I mean, I understand. Oh, snap. At least that explains how this man got involved into the whole thing. Oh! Damn, what a fucking boss. Whoa, aw. Fuck. Aw, I mean, it makes sense, though. That was a major, major wound. And damn, that's crazy. Like, instead of fending for himself, Ring Hung, the OG, he cared more about making sure that Chateau was safe. That makes me feel bad for him. Oh man. The thing is, I don't think that's going to be possible at all. Hmm. I mean, hey, if that's how someone goes down, that's one of the best ways of going down, honestly. And that also explains why Chateau didn't want to remember any of this because who would want to remember this? type of stuff. That also explains a lot. And that explains why our boy is in crutches when it comes to like the ED for this anime in particular too. Oh snap! Oh, it's gonna be the first time he's gonna utilize the Rang Hong song name, or who knows? Maybe he's not gonna utilize that name yet. Oh boy! Yo, that was actually nice. Actually, getting to see the first instance he actually used that name. And just the music, it just sounds so dang majestic. And I love this how much Rang Hong Song's death actually had a lot of weight, and it did impact our boy here. Oh man, it's just sad seeing Rang Hong, the OG Rang Hong songs. Oh, and that's so sweet seeing him worry about his friends instead of himself. Honestly, OG Rang Hong song, he's like the ultimate bro. If anyone deserved happiness, it was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope Corinne Rang Hong song and our girl just to have a lot of happiness, but this boy deserved happiness too. I mean, they can call him a boy. What he did was absolutely manly. Driving for a full day while being wounded by a fucking bullet. That takes absolute resolve right there. I love how. Oh, hey, finally. I mean, considering how everything was coming back to her, I could see why she would be inclined to staying asleep for that long. I mean, our boy doesn't have anything to apologize for, considering they're trying to like hide away for an out from the opposition. You would want to just find. You would be fine with just having anywhere to stay and rest at, even if it isn't the most patched up and tidy place to be in. Huh. I think, well, considering she remembers everything now, she's probably more inclined to seeing Ring Hong's song in more positive light now. Ha! Huh. And I could see where she's coming from. I like her. And I do like this where she does feel guilt because even though she was a kid and she didn't mean it, she still pulled the trigger. Well, to protect her. Because he loves her. That's why he did it. Okay, now, yeah, that is actually a question as to why he is using the name. That actually would be I wouldn't say it's a morally justifiable reason, but that would be a justifiable reason. Oh. But no, you know what? They contextualize why he utilized Rang Hong Song's name because wants to still remember him. So that's probably why he utilizes the name. But you know what? At least she didn't die without remembering them. At least now she remembers. Yeah, that's a good point. And you know that makes sense why he'd be so satisfied about, because he didn't want anyone to ever forget about Yang Hong's song. This actually gives a lot more depth towards Yang Hong Song's name. Like now we see that it's more than just a name. In a way, it's sort of like also a way of keeping Yang Hong Song's alive, sort of like a way, at least in memories. And you know what? There's something beautiful about that. Honestly, man, that touches me a lot. Whew. Now, I'm saying that this series, I hope it gets to season 2 because for it to have a fuck! I don't want to see our boy die there. Well, I wonder why she'd be inclined of hiring her. I mean, knowing her, boy, he'd probably do it free of charge potentially, depending on what she's asking. Oh, that's why. Okay, now it explains why she wouldn't want Yang Hong Sun to do it for free then, because if he were to ask him, he'd probably be willing to do things for free for her. Oh, that's even cute! It kind of does sound a little bit like that. Oh man, I was always going to joke like that. I'd find reason. Well, yeah, I mean that'd be any good reason to want to hire Yang Hong Song. But then again, yeah, I mean that is a lot of opposition to go up against. He's got a point. But can they really do that? You know, she makes a good point. Because, oh, damn, I love how she has her boy by the figurative balls here. You know, again, she has a point. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Yang Hong Sun would do something right. Talk about the predicament right there. Oh. And, you know, I'm loving how she's become really honest with her feelings. I mean, I could see why it'd be way more trouble than it's worth. Hmm. Oh, I like the way he bumps his head into her head. lightly while saying that. Huh? Oh, that's looking cute. Imagine he says he'll do it for free. I could see Ring Hong's song actually doing it on the house. Yup. Evidence Ring Hong's song. He wants her. That's what he wants. Oh, this cheese! But that's why I adore him, though. I like how she's contemplating it. But then again, it makes sense considering that Chateau isn't the most socially inclined person. It makes sense that she wouldn't figure it out. Could be maybe love? Well, no, we know it's something along the lines of love or something. Oh, it's over? Oh, I mean, okay. Well, no, it's probably not over yet because in the Crunchyroll thing, it says there's like 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. So I'm assuming there's going to be an after credit scene. Overall, I like this episode a lot. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It was good. The only thing about this, and this is not an issue in the episode itself at all, there's more of an issue on the episode count. The thing is, this feels more like a mid-season finale than an actual season finale because you still got Doni to contend with. And even though, yes, it was nice to get to see more details as to like how the original Yang Hong song died, what our boy's actual name was, which is actually Yun Jung, but he had a variety of other names too. They just never stuck. It was nice finding out all that information. That's what made the episode good and how Chateau mashed the high Yang Hong song. So there were positives, but it's just that this doesn't really feel like a good conclusion, though. This feels like just a setup episode. Which, don't get me wrong, I have no issue with that as long as the series gets a season 2. But yeah, didn't feel like it closed off things neatly. Still enjoyed the episode enough to give it an 8 out of 10. Oh! Oh, Rex is so fucking cute. Oh, she's blushing more often. I wonder if she's starting to fancy the Yang Hong song potentially. Oh! I'm assuming they're not aiming their guns at each other, probably from opposition from behind. Because, yeah, I mean, their relationship, I don't think they'd be trying to aim for each other's lives with how much they've gone through. Huh. Hopefully, though, the flowers of death don't involve them and it's their opposition dying. Wow. That was quite the cliffhanger ending. But seriously, it would have nice to have seen maybe some opposition. Like, seriously. It would have been nice at the very least, but honestly, though, the way they ended it off, it's like okay. I got mixed bags about the way they ended it off because it's like now it really is going to make this series end off on a somewhat sour note if we don't even see their opposition that they're going up against. Because they could have had a semi-comfortable ending if they wouldn't have bothered showing up the stuff in the rooftop. Now it's like, well then, damn, I guess that's the note this series goes on in. Probably never going to see the opposition they're up against unless this gets a season 2. And that's if the series makes money. Still, though, I'm still going to keep my rating of the series at an 8 out of 10, though. Not the series, the episode, I meant to say. And let me go on and talk about the other positive elements. I do like how Chateau feels a lot of guilt for killing the original Yang Hong Saw. That was actually pretty nice. I love how it mentions why the Yang Hong Song name is important to the Yang Hong Saw. That was also pretty damn cool. And why he has it to keep the memory of his friend intact, so to make sure that no one forgets about it. That's something really nice. So that's why I thought there was great bits of character development for Chateau, because finally she remembers everything. And with Yang Hong Song, we get characterization as to why that particular name is important to him. So that's why I thought the character writing was good. And then when it comes to the original Yang Hong Song, I love seeing his determination where he was willing to die to make sure that our girl was taken towards safety, and how even though Yang Hong Song was fucked up the OG, he still cared about our main boy more than his own circumstances. So that's something I enjoyed about the episode immensely too. That's what I thought the character writing in the episode was good. The animation quality was fine. Wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible. I did like the cute facial reactions of Chateau, though. Artwork was actually pretty, though. And yeah, that's why I liked the episode enough to give it an 8 out of 10. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This series itself, if I had to rate this series on, say, a channel of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even though I like this series, I'm going to have to rate it a 6 out of 10. Like, this series is above average, but it's like it didn't really give us any major important climaxes. I mean, it ends off with Jim being in danger. Donnie still has to be taken care of. They're obviously in danger at the very last bit of the series. It's like, holy fuck. Talk about a completely unsatisfying ending. Not to say it invalidates everything the series did. I had fun. But when it comes to a rating, it's like I can't rate this a 7 or 8 out of 10 unless it does more substantial shit. But for that to happen, this series would have to get a season 2 that's absolutely amazing, which most anime nowadays don't get a season 2. So that's the issue I had with the series. It's like all this build up. I'm like, so where's the payoff? We never got to really learn Yang Hong Song's name. We never really get to see any of that. So that's one of the things that lowers the impact of the series for me. Now, again, this can all be fixed if it gets a season 2, and then it'd be like, okay, now it ain't just build up anymore. Now we get a dose of payoff to go alongside all the build up. And there were some issues in the series that have to do more with the choreography. Sometimes the action sequences were not well directed, or they would just skip major confrontations. That sort of showed off that the series did suffer from production issues here and there. But in saying that, I enjoyed the series enough to the point where I'm like, I'm still going to give it an above average rating because I love Yang Hong Song and Chateau's dynamic. I love how Chateau, we got to see her lining up towards Yang Hong Song as the series progressed, as they started doing things for each other. And I like how the relationship was balanced. It was more balanced towards Yang Hong Song's favor because there were more instances of him saving Chateau. But I like how Chateau did a few things to save Yang Hong Song on occasions, making their dynamic feel pretty balanced. I love how Yang Hong Song tried to flirt with their girl. I thought those bits were hilarious. I thought Jim was pretty funny too. I liked the boss character. He was cool. And some of the antagonists in this series were pretty memorable, actually. So that's why I thought overall, from a writing standpoint, the series had more positives than negatives. As for the animation quality, I'm going to have to give it a C grade. It was average. It got the job done. It just made you wish that, at least made me wish that the series had a bit more higher production values. Aside from that, though, I enjoyed mostly what the series provided. Aside from that, other things that I did enjoy, aside from the animation being fine, at least the arc was on model. There weren't really that many instances where things looked absolutely derpy. Yeah, I would have maybe have loved to have seen Jim's mouth because it's like, what's with that stylistic choice? It just looks a little bit off, if you ask me. So yeah, there are some few artistic liberties where I question some of the decision making there, but for the most part, I like the consistency in the visuals for the episodes from an art standpoint, at the very least. And sides from that, I gotta say, the voice acting was fantastic, and the music utilized in this series is pretty damn nice. And that's why, if I had to rate the series overall, I gotta give it an above average rating of a 6 out of 10, with the potential to go up to a 7 out of 10, or maybe even 8 out of 10, if the series were to ever get more seasons that resolve all of its plot points or all of its plot threads. But that's if all of that occurs, though, because as it stands, yeah, the series does not have a satisfactory ending at all. There's only so much like a series like this can do for me if it has no conclusive ending. But in saying that, I enjoyed viewing the series, and I'll miss it. And I can only hope and cross my fingers that it gets to season 2, which, yeah, if it gets to season 2, I would 99% most likely react to it without any hesitation. But yeah, everyone, these are my thoughts on the series and also its last episode. I would really love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely am going to be reacting to other animes from this season. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all comment down your thoughts on how I feel about the last episode or the series in general. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and yeah, have a great day and night, y'all. Bye-bye.